On the subject of The Phantom Menace by George Lucas, written and directed by George Lucas, The Phantom Menace. First of all, starting off, The Phantom Menace is an all-time classic, masterpiece in every category, including casting, story, plot, storytelling, special effects, camera work, lighting, audio, not to mention direction and innovations in and pushing the boundaries of even what is possible of the technology to make a movie like this. The Phantom Menace is an all-time masterpiece. Written and directed by George Lucas. Producer Rick McCallum. Yeah, Rick McCallum, 10 out of 10, baby. So that's where I'm starting out here on this one. Absolute all-time classic, Phantom Menace all-time masterpiece. Taking it from the beginning, the opening title crawl, and then laying out the general premise and outline as well as progression of and pacing of this story, this fantastic story, this fantastic galaxy-spanning adventure story, The Phantom Menace. This is episode 1 in the original complete saga, the Star Wars saga, by writer-director George Lucas. Lucasfilm Limited and 20th Century Fox are the studios involved in that particular episode, The Phantom Menace. And then, of course, Disney, worldwide corporation Disney, now owns Star Wars as the copyright, trademark, and all of that business. Google it. Yeah, Google it. But we're looking at the original story as this story has been delivered to us by the original creator of this saga, this epic tale of Star Wars, and that creator is George Lucas, the master of this universe, the creator of this entire thing, George Lucas. And so we're looking at the original complete saga as delivered to us by George Lucas, including the special editions, the original trilogy, the holiday special, and Clone Wars, the original miniseries. Clone Wars, the original hand-drawn miniseries, or at least it looks hand-drawn. And so we're going to be looking at all of this, including the EU legacy, as well as a lot of the other books and comics, and then, of course, the rest of the TV shows and series, and every part of Star Wars that is now become ubiquitously integral to our society, including modern innovations in cell phone technology, TV, and movie screening devices. Jar Jar Binks is truly the key to all of this. Yeah, not only is Jar Jar the funniest character we've ever had in Star Wars, Jar Jar is totally hilarious, absolutely overwhelmingly hilarious, jarring to the power of 2 and double and beyond. Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar is the key, and George Lucas is the key, as we will see now in this The Phantom Menace. So you know my starting point on this. The Phantom Menace, the prequels, all-time masterpiece. Not only for Star Wars, as in the masterpiece of Star Wars and the Star Wars universe, but just a flat-out masterpiece of film and storytelling. Innovating, inventing, collaborating, pulling together various resources, perspectives, and ways of painting a picture with texture and depth, as well as philosophy and abstract theorization. Not to mention a cast of characters straight out of Looney Tunes. Jar Jar really is the key to getting this whole thing, as he is not only the funniest character we've ever seen in Star Wars, but he really is quite articulate and very much an insightful point of view from the every person, so to speak, the everyman. Yeah, Jar Jar is the every person in the room. He's every person that ever wanted to go on an adventure with the Jedi, but then found out that it's so full of action, adventure, danger, risk, exhilarating, ups and highs and lows, that it's quite scary sometimes. But we learn from Jar Jar the view of the Jedi and of the society from a personality and a vision that we haven't yet seen in Star Wars. The every person view. So, as we wrap up today's episode, let me remind you that we're talking about and observing, critiquing, if you will, The Phantom Menace by George Lucas. And my position, The Phantom Menace is an all-time masterpiece. And And Jake Lloyd deserves an Oscar for Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace. The Prequels is the best Star Wars, friends. And I am your host, Mr. The Prequels. May the Force be with us. We'll see you next time.
Jar Jar is the key man.